Hello, let's make connections. What do we have today? What do we have today? All very ordinary looking words, I have to say. Thou is kind of interesting because it's either part of, well, I guess it could be an abbreviation for thousand, or it could be the beginning of a longer word, but otherwise it's a pretty specific, sort of archaic English prefix. Not prefix, sorry, pronoun. Second person pronoun. Wilt, like thou art. I don't know. This could be really going out on a limb, but these sort of strike me as sort of early modern English words. You might encounter them in kind of biblical translations, things like that. Hail, I was going to say, like, hail fellow, well met, that kind of thing. Oh, anon, though. I think this was in the New York Times crossword today, anon. How was it clued? Am I wrong about that? Meaning sort of now or presently. I mean, these are all kind of early modern English words in the sense that, they're kind of archaic today. Do I think that's likely to be a category? I don't know. I mean, hail kind of fits in with that for me, but it's not archaic in the same way that these are. I don't know if I think it's worth going out on a limb with that this early. Let's see if I can find something else. I'm going to leave them highlighted for now, just in case, because it'll help me narrow things down potentially. Spin angle? Something's at an angle, it's spinning? I don't know. Turn? Well, maybe actually. You spin something. You could spin something or angle it or turn it or slant it maybe? I don't know. Or flop, actually. Flop and river. That's something those are poker terms of some kind. I never remember what these all are. The turn, I think, is one of those. Flop, river, turn. Ooh, I don't know. I've learned this more than once, I think, but I don't remember what they all are. Or even what they mean, to be honest. Oh, bias and slant. If you cut something on the bias, you cut it at a slant. So a bias, a slant, an angle. And those can also be used in terms of people's, opinions. You could have a bit of a bias towards something or a slant toward it. You could have an angle or a spin, maybe. Your own personal spin, your own angle, your own slant, your own bias. That kind of works. Okay, that might be something. Hole and flag, golf, maybe? I don't know. Don't know about that. I don't really see anything. A river, a water feature? Probably not. Okay, so does that leave enough for the spin thing? So spin, I don't know if it does. Wave, flag. Oh, if you wave at someone or maybe you flag them down, you kind of get someone's attention. You wave at them, you flag them. I think enough things are coming together without needing to dip into this category that I'm confident enough to try this now, because it feels like there are lots of other things that aren't ambiguously overlapping with this. Let's see. Yes, Shakespearean words, and it's Shakespearean specifically. I hadn't really been thinking about it from that standpoint specifically, but Shakespeare would be early modern English, so that's fine. Okay, great. So that's good. So then let's see, what? Maybe slant, bias, spin, angle, maybe? So what else would that leave me with then? Flop, turn, river. What is there? Do I think this is the poker thing? I just don't know what the other one is, if so. What about wave? Oh, maybe hail. Did I say hail before? I don't think I did. To wave someone, to hail someone, to wave them, to flag them down, or is that? The problem is I'm needing to kind of use them in different ways in order to make them be the same. I'm wondering if there's a way to make them the same part of speech. Well, let's say that these three at least were something. What could I make out of the rest? Bias, oops, bias, angle, spin, slant. That seems pretty good. Your bias, your angle, your spin, your slant. So then that would leave, right, that would leave this poker thing. Flop, river, turn, and then either whistle or hole. I mean, hole sounds better than whistle to me for that. That would, just in the sense that I don't think I've ever heard whistle being used in sort of poker terms. That would leave hole, no. No, whistle's the one I wasn't using. So whistle would end up here. Wave, hail, whistle, flag. I mean, I guess in the sense of sort of trying to attract a taxi cab, you kind of flag it down or wave it down, or you hail a cab, or you whistle for a cab, something I've never done. I don't think would ever be capable of doing effectively. But you do see people, especially in films, who do that. So maybe that's what this is. I think at that point I have everything else covered. So let's try it. Yes, okay. Too bad that wasn't the blue one, but oh well. So that's signaled down as a taxi. So then what do we have? We have flop, river, turn, and hole, I guess. Yeah. Oh, cards in Texas Hold'em. Yeah. Okay. So it was poker. Okay. Good. Well, I'm glad I used the process of elimination to narrow that down. And then these are just sort of your preconception or something like that. Partiality. There we go. All right. Well, good. So that was tricky for me, but we got there. Let's check the bot. Trickier than usual. Yeah, fair enough. But still a majority of people solved it. 2 points for blue. Sorry, for purple, I should say. Okay, so Shakespearean words, a higher percentage than normal found that first, and so did I. But then nearly half of in each case did people find signal down as a taxi and partiality. What's funny about this is I saw the cards in Texas Hold'em reasonably early, but I wasn't, because I didn't actually know it well in terms of true knowledge. It was kind of just recognition rather than real knowledge. So I wasn't able to enter it initially. But there we go. Okay. And what did people try? Spin, angle, turn, or slant, viewpoint. Yeah, I can kind of see that. And actually, a fair number of people, more than a third of people did that. To fall apart, to flop, wilt, turn, or hole. I don't quite get hole there. Sort of see the rest of them. Shakespearean language, yes, Arden on hail, thou. I did look at hail as well. That's funny. And then negative changes, flop, angle, wilt, slant. Yeah, signal, flag, flop, wilt, turn. Yeah, these just feel kind of like stabs in the dark. But there we go. All right, bit of a tricky one today. Those were the connections. Back tomorrow. Bye for now.